So, okay, it's in the doing, it's in the learning, it's in learning how to duplicate yourself, right? Pass on the information, the value that has been poured into you, that you've taken responsibility for, to become more proficient at your trade, and in turn transfer that value to the individuals whom you're working with. Now, here's the thing. While we have to be acutely aware of the type of mindsets that enter into our environment, into our ecosystem, like the type of individuals who will join our business and learn how to navigate and manage and assist and aid and serve those individuals. One important task that everyone must continually involve themselves in is also a self-assessment, right? Being transparent and being accountable. In this business, you start out as a team of me, and eventually you grow to a team of we. But before that team of we can grow and prosper, and before you can enjoy the benefits of the sweat equity early in, you have to be very clear about your behaviors. You have to be very clear about whether or not you're a poser, whether or not you're an amateur, whether or not you're conducting yourself as a pro. Because at the end of the day, if you want to hire or recruit or bring in talented individuals, you need to understand that birds of a feather flock together, right? If you know of individuals who are very busy, who are go-getters, individuals who are very proficient at their trade, I mean, when you see them, they're always moving, they're always investing in themselves and the people around them. They're busy building. You're not going to find individuals who are lazy. You're not going to find couch potatoes hanging around those individuals. They just can't coexist, right? Different mindsets, different activities, different habits. It's just not going to transpire, right? It's the same thing could be said for individuals who, quite frankly, aren't people persons, if you will. You're not going to find dolphins, individuals who like to have fun, who enjoy working with people and developing relationships. They're just not going to coexist. Once again, different habits, different mindset, different frequencies. It's akin to walking into a party, right? You walk into a party and you always have the wallflowers. And then you have the individuals who immediately walk into the party and they head straight for the dance floor. And then you have individuals who will walk into the party and they end up going to the bar first to enjoy some spirits, and then maybe they eventually make their way to the dance floor, right? But they're all at the same party. And if you were to ask all three groups of individuals, all three different mindsets, how's the party going, they'll probably give you three different responses. Like the wallflowers probably aren't having a really good time, right? They're not too excited or enthusiastic about being at that party. Individuals on the dance floor, hey, they're having the best fun they've had in a long time, right? They're in the moment and they're enjoying themselves. And of course, we have the individuals who are at the bar enjoying the spirits, and they start getting warmed up or turned up, if you will, and they start enjoying themselves too, right? And perhaps make their way to the dance floor. Well, people vibrate at the same frequency. So in other words, what am I really saying to you? The challenge, before you can lead others, you have to lead yourself. So something I'm also going to encourage you to do is take out a piece of paper, grab a legal pad, grab a notebook, and write down the attributes, write down the characteristics of the type of individuals whom you want to work with, right? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you have to become the things that you want. The universe doesn't respond to your need, it responds to your seed. So if you're going to write down a list, right, it might include words like enthusiastic, excited, right, focused, energetic, committed, right, operating with integrity. It might include individuals who, quite frankly, are goal-oriented and are winners. They're finishers, if you will, right? Individuals who know how to dedicate and commit themselves to a task and know how to dedicate and commit themselves to a vision, right? You might write down a list, so I want the person to be visionary, right? People who know how to share in a vision and breathe life into it. These are the characteristics that you probably are looking for to build your business with, right? The type of individuals whom you like to have fun with, the type of individuals whom you like to go on an all expense paid for a trip with, or the type of individuals whom you like to be in the trenches with, right? Doing the dirty work early on. What are the characteristics of those individuals? And then understand this, in order to attract those individuals, you have to become those characteristics, right? And this is where personal and professional development is so important. Because at the end of the day, if you want to work with a 10, you have to be in the process of becoming a 10 or register on the Richter scales of 10 yourself, whether it be business, leadership acumen, EQ, emotional intelligence, etc. Because at the end of the day, a 10 is not going to follow a 5. Not unless you have an environment of individuals around you where that 10 can really grow and prosper. And if you're a 5, you don't have the tools, right? You don't have the goods. to deliver that environment, to create that environment, to be a progenitor of circumstances that will be attractive to that person. So at the end of the day, when we talk about this ideal of mindset and the type of individuals whom you want to work with and the type of organization you want to build, right? What this is a challenge to do is, number one, be mindful of the mindsets of individuals who are joining your organization, to summarize, but also be mindful of your own behavior, your own conduct, your music, if you will, your vibration, how you carry yourself, and understand that you have to become the things that you desire, right? And the beautiful thing about mindset and the process of becoming is that you can change, right? Human beings aren't static. We're not like trees where our roots are planted in the ground and we just have to deal with what we have to deal with, right? That's not the case. We can change our climb and we can change our attitudes and we can become better, we can become stronger, we can become more. So, with that being said, I hope this call was definitely beneficial, and individuals have taken notes, or at the very least place it on repeat, revisit it from time to time again. We know that businesses that learn, organizations that learn together, grow together. With that being said, everyone have a fantastic evening, afternoon, or morning. Goodbye for now.